Vipassana meditation is one of the most profound and transformative journeys one can undertake, but it is far from easy. Sitting in complete silence for long hours, observing the breath and bodily sensations without reacting, can be an immense challenge, especially for beginners. The mind and body, unaccustomed to such stillness and discipline, often resist the practice in multiple ways. From physical discomfort and wandering thoughts to emotional turmoil and doubt, every meditator faces obstacles. However, these challenges are not signs of failure. They are natural parts of the process. Overcoming them with patience and perseverance leads to deep insight, self-purification, and inner peace. One of the first difficulties people encounter in Vipassana is physical discomfort. Sitting cross-legged for extended periods can cause pain in the knees, back, and shoulders. The body, used to constant movement, resists stillness, creating tension and restlessness. Many struggle with whether they should move or endure the pain. The solution is not to suppress discomfort forcefully, but to observe it with equanimity. Pain, like all sensations, is impermanent. It arises, intensifies, changes, and eventually fades away. By watching the pain without reacting, meditators train the mind to remain balanced under all circumstances. At the same time, it is important to be mindful of posture. A well-supported sitting position using cushions can alleviate unnecessary strain, making it easier to remain still. As the body starts adjusting to the stillness, another challenge arises: the endless chatter of the mind. The moment external distractions are removed, thoughts flood in. Past memories, worries about the future, random stories, and mental dialogues take over, making it difficult to focus on the present moment. Vipassana does not aim to stop thoughts, but to develop awareness of them. Each time the mind drifts, the practice is simply to notice and gently bring attention back to the breath or sensations. The act of returning to awareness strengthens mindfulness. Over time, the mind settles, and the gaps between thoughts become longer. Beyond thoughts, deep emotions often begin to surface. Many people enter Vipassana expecting peace, but instead encounter emotional turbulence. Suppressed fears, anxieties, sadness, or even unresolved traumas may rise unexpectedly. This is because the silence and stillness create space for the subconscious mind to release stored experiences. While this can be overwhelming, it is actually a sign of progress. The key is to remain an observer, watching emotions the same way one watches bodily sensations. Rather than identifying with them or reacting, simply acknowledging them with awareness allows them to pass. The realization that emotions, no matter how intense, are also impermanent brings tremendous freedom. Drowsiness is another challenge many meditators face. The slow pace of meditation, combined with early morning wake-ups, often leads to sleepiness during sessions. The mind, lacking its usual external stimuli, sometimes shuts down into a dull state. Maintaining an upright posture, taking a few deep breaths, or opening the eyes slightly can help. If drowsiness persists, walking meditation between sittings can increase alertness. However, it is also important to recognize when drowsiness is being used as an escape. Sometimes, when deep emotions or uncomfortable sensations arise, the mind prefers to drift into sleep rather than face them. Noticing this pattern can help meditators stay present rather than unconsciously avoiding difficult experiences. Frustration and impatience often set in when meditators expect quick results. Many hope to experience deep peace, mental clarity, or insight early on. When progress feels slow, doubts creep in. The mind starts questioning the practice, wondering if it is working or if it is being done correctly. This impatience is another form of craving, the desire for results. Vipassana teaches that progress is not always visible. Just as water slowly carves through rock, inner transformation happens subtly beneath the surface. Trust in the process is essential. Instead of chasing specific outcomes, staying present with whatever arises is the true goal. Boredom can be another unexpected obstacle. Without distractions like books, phones, or conversations, the mind may feel unstimulated. The simplicity of observing the breath or body sensations might seem dull at times. However, boredom is not caused by meditation itself, but by the mind's craving for constant engagement. The more one leans into boredom, observing it without judgment, the more it dissolves. Soon, meditators begin to notice the richness of the present moment, the subtle sensations, the depth of breath, the stillness behind the thoughts. What once felt monotonous becomes deeply fascinating. As the practice deepens, some meditators experience fear. Vipassana gradually dissolves the sense of self, making the ego feel threatened. The mind, accustomed to identifying with thoughts, emotions, and body sensations, may panic when these begin to lose their solidity. This fear is often accompanied by a sense of losing control or of dissolving into nothingness. But those who persist through this experience often discover profound peace on the other side. The fear itself is impermanent. By observing it as just another sensation, without reacting, it eventually fades. What remains is a deep awareness beyond the usual sense of self, a state of pure presence. Despite all these difficulties, those who persist in Vipassana begin to experience profound shifts. Physical discomfort teaches resilience, mental restlessness strengthens concentration, emotional upheaval leads to healing, and impatience gives way to deep equanimity. The challenges themselves become the doorway to transformation. Vipassana is not about achieving blissful states, but about seeing reality as it is. The mind learns to remain balanced in the face of all experiences, pleasant or unpleasant. Ultimately, the struggles encountered in meditation mirror the struggles of life. Just as physical pain, emotional discomfort, and restless thoughts arise during Vipassana, they also arise in daily existence. The difference is that through meditation, one learns not to be controlled by them. Instead of reacting with craving or aversion, one develops the ability to observe, accept, and let go. This mastery of the mind extends beyond the meditation hall, bringing calmness, clarity, and inner strength into everyday life. The journey of Vipassana is not an easy one, but every difficulty is an opportunity for growth. The mind that wants to escape discomfort, the thoughts that try to distract, the emotions that overwhelm, all of these are part of the purification process. By meeting them with awareness and equanimity, meditators gradually free themselves from suffering. The path requires patience, but for those who stay with it, the rewards are beyond measure. The only way out is through. Keep meditating.